Today we're going to use the EZZI-lift facial massage device to help Cathy and to hopefully reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. This device has the massage plates built into the back. You power it on using the slide switch. To increase the intensity, press the plus button. To decrease, you would press the minus button. The modes, this device has 4 modes on it. It has face stimulation, face smooth, eye stimulation, and eye smooth. So to change modes, you just press the button in the middle and it transfers to the next mode. We're going to start on face stimulation. Now, you notice that the face has many muscle groups. We're going to focus on 3 of those today. We're going to do the muscle groups on the forehead, the eyes, and the cheek. You'll notice in your owner's manual that there are points indicated. So for example, on the forehead there's 1, 2, 3 points, and then at the hairline 4, 5, and 6. So generally with any of the muscle groups, what we do is first we stimulate, and then after we stimulate all the points, we will go through and smooth out the area in between. We've turned on our device, so I'm going to put it on, and you're thinking, wait, you've got these big plates. How do I hit that little point? Well, basically just by putting pressure, we can focus the massage therapy to that area. So we're going to put it here. Do you want to lay back and relax? Just lay back and relax. There we go. So we're going to start with the forehead area, and I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to ask her to tell me when you feel it. So Cathy, tell me when you feel this.
Now.
Okay, usually I back off just a little bit. And now we're going to hold it here and wait 3 to 5 stimulations. Now I can tell when the stimulations occur because when I'm looking at the mode light, I can see it lighting up when it's on and going off when it's off. And she can feel the stimulations because they're happening to her. Do you feel those?
Yes, I do now.
We're going to wait for about 3 to 5 of these to go. Now sometimes when you go to the next point, the client may not feel it right away, but then they will feel it on the second and third and on subsequent stimulations of the therapy. And that's because the body is opened up and become more sensitive. Go to the next point. And again, I'm just applying pressure right against the eyebrow area to hit that point. Sometimes if you don't feel it strong, it's still working, even if you don't feel it at all.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do feel it, sometimes you can feel it traveling up the forehead, kind of like a new butterfly opening its wings. Now we're going to go up to the hairline, where often we can increase the intensity. So I'm going to ask you, do you feel that?
No.
Tell me when you do.
I do now.
Okay, I always turn it down just a bit. Now you might notice when I'm doing your hairline that you can feel it traveling all the way back to the crown of your head. It should feel very good, and sometimes it kind of tingles. The effects typically last 7 to 10 days. So if you have weekly treatments, you can expect the results to build on the previous weeks and become more and more evident with time. And then you can self-treat at home, and in particular troublesome areas, 15 or 20 minutes here and there.
Would you do it weekly?
I would suggest doing it weekly. Now the first time that you have this therapy done, we try not to do it every day the first week, but do it once, and then after the first week you can have it done more often during the week. Okay, we've done all 6 points on the face, so I'm going to transition now to the face smooth mode. This mode stays on the whole time. I'm also going to turn down the power because I remember turning it up. Make sure and tell me if that's uncomfortable. Do you feel it?
Yes, actually it feels good.
Good. Okay, so the amount of pressure that we're putting down on the forehand and on the tissue is somewhat firm. If you're not firm, then you might get a stingy or tingly sensation that's uncomfortable. So we want to be firm. We also want to reach down. If there are any wrinkles, we want to open up the skin so that we're getting down to the bottom of any crevices that we find. However, we're trying not to press so hard that we're dragging and pulling the skin. So it's a very gentle but firm placement. And we want to paint for about 30 seconds for each muscle group. So we've now done the forehead, and I'm going to move to the eye area, and I'm going to transition to eye stimulation. Now what I'm going to do, you notice in the owner's manual there are 4 points across the top of the eye and 4 down below. So what we're going to do is press up against the bone area, and we just need to make sure both of these plates are firmly touching the skin. And then we can wait for 3 to 5 stimulations. Now I've done with the points, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to eye smooth and just paint the eye about 10 times each, above and below. The reason that there are 2 eye modes and 2 face modes, the 2 modes, one is for stimulation and one is for smoothing, and the eye area is so much more sensitive than the face area that we use the eye modes. Now I'm going to move on to her cheek. So I'm going to go to the face stimulation mode. Now in the cheek, you'll notice that there's 2 points close to each other here and a third, and then 2 points close to each other here and a third. So how we're going to target those is just by putting pressure on the device. Now first of all, we might need to change the power because we just left the eye area. Do you feel that, or do I need to turn it up?
Turn it up just a little bit.
Okay, do you feel that?
Yes.
Okay, turn it back down. Okay, so we're going to stay here for 3 to 5 stimulations. I'm just going to rotate this slightly and put pressure in a slightly different spot to get so that you feel that other point. We've now done all of the points on the cheek, and I'm going to go to the face smooth again and just paint the area of the cheek. And as before, I'm always focusing on up and out. We don't want to drag the face down. Did you feel when I transferred the pressure on the device from one point to the other? Did you feel how you could feel it in your face, a different spot?
I did feel it. It's pleasant.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to do this about 30 seconds.
I mean, seriously, you can feel it almost automatically.
Do you know what else is good? This does not leave you with the bad side effects of some of the other treatments. In other words, you don't have to have a down day. You can do this the day of your event, even in the car on the way if you're not driving.
What are the other side effects? What are some?
Sometimes when you use not this type of therapy, but if you use products over the counter, they might leave your face red and ruddy. Or if you do some of the peels, you've got your skin peeling for a week before you get the positive benefits. With this particular type of therapy, there aren't any side effects. You know how sometimes you might do a facial treatment and depending on the products that you use, you have a puffiness?
Mm-hmm.
This won't do
Yes.
that. Your EZZI-lift facial massage device, if you get the kit, comes with a pencil electrode. The pencil electrode is good for getting those tiny spots that you can't reach at all with the big plates, and also for touching up the fine lines and wrinkles when we're done. So to connect it, what we do is we just plug the accessory wire into the pencil accessory and the accessory lead wire into the accessory port of the device.
Okay.
When we plug it in, we've turned off these plates. For instance, there's a point right here that might be difficult to reach. We can reach that very easily with this pencil electrode.
And are these finer lines?
Well, in this case, we're just reaching one of the points that's on that muscle group.
Okay.
And so, for example, if you wanted to get the muscles above your eyes, if you did not want to use these plates, you could use this pencil electrode to reach them easier. And it just might be more comfortable than having something large near their eye. Now, as a follow-up, when you're done, you can use this pencil electrode to go over the fine lines that are still left behind. And just imagine painting them like an artist and kind of erasing them one at a time. So I tend to go over each line about 4 or 5 strokes each. This isn't going to completely erase those lines, but it's going to give more concentrated therapy to those troublesome areas. So you can do that if you like. what you'll notice is that on the side of your forehead that we gave the EZZI-lift massage therapy to, compared to the side we did not treat, you're going to have smoother, toner skin, and you can see that here. This is a much smoother, brighter skin texture. And this over here is still, you can still see those individual cell pockets, so it's a little pittier. Now also, if you look at the eyebrows, you might notice that the eyebrow that we treated is lifted higher than the other eyebrow. The skin below the eyebrow, your eyelid area, is not weighing as heavy on your eye as it is on the non-treated side. And next we're going to look at the circles under your eye. On the side that has the EZZI-lift therapy, it's much less pronounced. And next we're going to look at the cheek. The cheek that we did is much perkier. It's setting higher on the face, and typically the color of the skin is improved as well. Since we did massage those lymphatic system and the muscle areas, you can imagine that we may have helped the body to push away cell waste products and improve circulation, thereby bringing nutrients to the skin area. And another area I want to point out is from the line from the nose to the edge of the lips. You're going to find it's a lot less pronounced on the side that received the therapy. How do you feel?
Great.
Yeah? Was that relaxing?
Very relaxing. I can definitely tell a difference. I feel like my skin's more tight, and I could feel it working my muscles. I feel like my eyes feel a lot brighter. I feel very refreshed.